One popular chicken chain combo meal contains 4,620 milligrams of sodium, more than double the entire daily limit the CDC recommends for adults in a single order. We pulled the official nutrition data from 8 major chicken chains and compared every number against federal health guidelines. Here is exactly which 8 to avoid and 3 that actually deserve your loyalty. Every number in this video comes directly from each company's own published nutrition disclosures, the kind required by federal law and posted on their official websites, cross-checked against CDC and American Heart Association daily intake guidelines. This is not opinion or rumor. We are counting down from 8 to 1, then giving you 3 chicken chains that consistently come out ahead when you actually do the math instead of trusting the menu board. Number 8 to avoid, Buffalo Wild Wings. Buffalo Wild Wings built its entire identity around wing sauce variety, and that variety is exactly where the nutritional problem hides. Traditional wing sauces at most wing chains, including Buffalo Wild Wings, are built on a base of butter and salt, and according to published nutrition data, a standard order of a dozen traditional wings with a bolder sauce option commonly exceeds 1,500 calories and a significant share of a full day's recommended sodium intake before you add fries, ranch, or a drink. None of this is hidden information. It is published directly on the company's nutrition page. The issue is that almost nobody checks it before ordering, because the menu is built entirely around flavor selection rather than nutritional comparison. Number 7, to avoid, Wingstop. Wingstop operates on a similar structural problem to Buffalo Wild Wings since the entire menu is centered on fried sauced wings rather than grilled or roasted protein options. According to the company's own published nutrition figures, a meal built around a standard combo of bone and wings, fries, and a dipping sauce regularly lands above 2,000 calories and carries sodium content well into 4 figures, largely driven by the dry rub seasonings and butter-based sauces applied after frying. Wingstop has expanded rapidly across the country in recent years, which means more people are encountering this nutritional profile as a regular meal option rather than an occasional treat. Number 6, to avoid, Raising Cane's. Raising Cane's has built a genuinely loyal following with a deliberately simple menu built around chicken fingers, Texas toast, crinkle fries, coleslaw, and their signature dipping sauce. The simplicity is part of the appeal, but it also means the entire meal is fried protein, fried potato, and bread, with very little nutritional balance built into the standard order. According to the chain's own published nutrition information, a standard box combo with the signature sauce regularly exceeds 1,200 calories and carries sodium content that, combined with the toast and fries, pushes well past a third of a full day's CDC recommended sodium limit in one sitting. The brand has also drawn a documented pattern of customer complaints regarding inconsistent food quality and seasoning across different locations as the chain has expanded toward its 1,000th restaurant opening in 2026, according to Consumer Review reporting. Number 5, to avoid, Zaxby's. Zaxby's has one of the most alarming individual menu items of any chain on this list when you actually look at the published numbers. According to nutrition data for the chain's boneless wings and things platter, a single serving contains 1,450 calories and 4,620 milligrams of sodium. That sodium figure alone represents 201% of the entire daily recommended sodium intake for an adult, according to the CDC's 2,300 milligram guideline, meaning one single menu item more than doubles your entire day's recommended limit before you have eaten anything else. This is not an estimate or a third-party calculation. It comes directly from the nutritional breakdown of the dish itself. Number 4, to avoid, Bojangles. Bojangles built its reputation on Southern-style biscuits paired with fried chicken, and the breakfast menu in particular carries a sodium load that catches a lot of customers off guard. According to the company's own published nutrition figures, a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit alone contains 1,220 milligrams of sodium, more than half the entire daily recommended limit in a single breakfast item, before you add a hash brown side or a sweet tea. The chain has also faced a documented pattern of customer complaints in recent consumer reporting regarding inconsistent food quality, slow service, and cleanliness concerns at individual locations, which adds an operational concern on top of the nutritional one. Number 3, to avoid, Church's Chicken. Church's Chicken has operated as one of the longest-running fried chicken chains in the country, built around a deep-fried bone-and chicken format similar to KFC. Fried bone-in chicken carries a structurally higher sodium and saturated fat profile than grilled alternatives because of both the breading process and the marination methods used to season the meat before frying. According to nutrition disclosures published by the company, a standard two-piece meal with a biscuit and a side regularly exceeds half the CDC's daily recommended sodium limit, and combo meals that include multiple pieces push well past it. As with the other fried chicken chains on this list, the issue is not a single bad ingredient. It is the entire format of the menu being built around deep frying as the only preparation method available. It is also worth understanding that the marination process used by most bone and fried chicken chains, Church's included, typically involves a brine or injection method designed to push seasoning and moisture deep into the meat before it ever reaches the fryer. That process is part of what makes the chicken taste consistent from location to location, but it is also a second, often overlooked source of sodium sitting on top of whatever seasoning is added to the breading itself, which is part of why two seemingly similar fried chicken items from different chains can carry meaningfully different sodium totals once you actually compare the published numbers side by side. Number 2, to avoid Popeyes. Popeyes earned a massive surge in popularity after the launch of its fried chicken sandwich, and that popularity has made it one of the most heavily ordered chicken chains in the country, which makes its nutritional profile worth taking seriously, rather than dismissing as just another treat meal. According to the company's published nutrition data, the signature chicken sandwich alone carries over 1,300 milligrams of sodium, and pairing it with the chain's seasoned fries and a regular drink can push a single meal close to or beyond the entire daily CDC sodium recommendation. The frying oil and breading process used across the entire Popeyes menu means there is no fried item on the board that meaningfully escapes the same sodium and saturated fat pattern. Number 1 to avoid, KFC. KFC takes the top spot because its entire business model is built more completely around fried chicken than any other chain on this list, with bucket meals specifically designed to be shared across an entire family in one sitting. According to KFC's own published nutrition disclosures, a standard bucket meal calculated per serving, including a drumstick, thigh, biscuit, and a side like mashed potatoes with gravy, commonly lands above 2,000 calories and well over a full day's CDC recommended sodium intake when totaled across the components included in the meal. KFC's recipe and frying process has remained largely unchanged for decades, specifically because the fried format is the entire brand identity, which means there is little indication this nutritional profile will shift going forward. Of every chain on this list, KFC's bucket format makes it the easiest to dramatically overconsume sodium and calories in a single family meal without realizing it. Clear winner, Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A consistently comes out ahead in nutritional comparisons against the chains above for a specific structural reason. Their core grilled chicken sandwich and grilled nugget options use a roasted preparation method rather than deep frying, and according to the company's own published nutrition data, the grilled chicken sandwich carries roughly half the sodium of many fried chicken sandwiches on this list while delivering a comparable amount of protein. Chick-fil-A also publishes a fully transparent allergen and ingredient list for every item on its menu, giving customers the ability to make an informed choice between the fried and grilled options rather than defaulting to fried as the only format available. Clear winner, El Pollo Loco. El Pollo Loco built its entire menu around fire-grilled chicken rather than frying, which is the single biggest nutritional differentiator on this entire list. According to the chain's published nutrition information, a fire-grilled chicken breast contains roughly a third of the sodium found in a comparable fried chicken portion at most of the chains covered above, simply because the citrus and spice marinade used before grilling does not require the heavy breading and frying oil that drives sodium content up across the rest of this list. For anyone trying to get a genuine chicken-focused meal without the fried chicken sodium load, this is one of the most consistent options in the category. Clear winner, Pollo Tropical. Pollo Tropical follows the same fire-grilled approach as El Pollo Loco, built around a citrus-marinated charcoal grilled chicken preparation rather than frying. According to the chain's own published nutrition disclosures, a standard grilled chicken plate with 2 side options comes in meaningfully lower in both sodium and saturated fat compared to a fried combo meal of similar size at the chains on the avoid list, while still delivering a substantial protein count per meal. The chain has a smaller regional footprint than some of the national names on this list, concentrated mainly in Florida and a handful of other states, but where it is available, it represents one of the more nutritionally balanced chicken options in the entire fast food category. Here is the pattern that separates every chain on the avoid list from the 3 winners. Every single chain in the first 8 relies on deep frying as either the only or the dominant preparation method, and that frying process is structurally tied to higher sodium and saturated fat content regardless of how the chicken is seasoned beforehand. The 3 winners all center their menu around grilling instead, and the nutrition numbers reflect that difference every single time you actually run the comparison. None of this means you can never order fried chicken again. It means going in with your eyes open about what a single combo meal is actually doing to your sodium intake for the entire day, especially at a chain like Zaxby's, where one platter alone can double your recommended daily limit, or at KFC, where a shared bucket can quietly push an entire family well past where they intended to land for the day. If this changed where you are grabbing dinner this week, drop a comment with the chain that surprised you most, and subscribe, because we are running the same federal data comparison across every major fast food category, so you always know the real numbers before you order.